Hey guys, it's TheSandov back with another Lost Ark video. The release of the game on the West is upon us, and I want to show you all what the endgame in Lost Ark looks like. If you have been watching my other videos, you will be familiar with some parts of this video, as I will be covering a few of those things in this video as well. However, I'll just briefly explain them since the purpose of this video is more focused into showing activities available in the endgame. I'm gonna begin with things that will be available on release first, then gradually move forward to the super endgame content, which won't be a long wait since Amazon did state they're going to be releasing content like no tomorrow. So with that said, let's get right on it. Chaos Dungeons are one of your standard daily activities in the endgame. Chaos Dungeons are instances where you go and kill a bunch of monsters until you fill up the percentage orb to 100%. In here, you'll mostly receive equipment and upgrade materials for your gear. You can acquire loot from Chaos Dungeons twice a day. Any runs after that will give you tokens that you can use to exchange for extra upgrade materials and items. Guardian raids are another instance that's available to do twice a day. Picking the selected boss according to your item level and then fighting that boss. Players run these Guardian raids in a group and they mostly drop upgrade materials as well. There's also a one-time per character instance called the Tower. However, the rewards totally change after clearing it for the first time. As you may expect, this is a solo instance where you try to get to the highest level of the tower until you fail. Failing at a particular floor in the tower is not a big deal since you can just come back and try again from where you left off. Cubes are an instance that you can choose to do solo or with a group. It is highly recommended to do this in a group though. Cube Dungeon is a series of stages with a reward progress. The further you make it into the cube, the better the reward. And to enter the cube, you require a cube ticket, which can drop at a random chance in Chaos Dungeons. Abyssal Dungeons are weekly instances that you can enter 3 times a week, at least until tier 3 content. These are hard dungeons that require a full party to enter and the bosses have fun mechanics. You and your party must communicate and synergize to beat these dungeons. Procyon's Compass are daily activities that you can claim rewards for each once a day, with the exception of ghost ships being once a week. These are extra activities that are definitely worth doing since you can boost up your character faster. There's also the good old classic events that every single MMO needs. Like during the winter season, you'll get Christmas events which will have daily activities and so on. These are usually a great source for upgrade materials. Life skilling is definitely going to be an underrated part of Lost Ark's West release, as it was stated that gold rewards are going to be nerfed. Life skilling then crafting at your stronghold nets you some great gold profit. Speaking about crafting is also another part of the endgame. Leveling your stronghold and then crafting a big batch of items is always so satisfying. Of course, dailies and weeklies are a thing too. These dailies are a great way to get resources as well as gold. Real easy and rewarding. Guilds can also have quests that are available to all members. As well as Guild Wars, which is picking off if you're into PvP, you can start doing that as low as level 26. Those are just some of the main things that will be available when the game releases. And shortly after, we're gonna be seeing a lot more things, such as heroic raids. Heroic raids are difficult versions of the Guardian raid bosses, available once each per week and then the selection rotates every few weeks. We've also got Abyssal Trials, which are just harder versions of the Abyssal Dungeons and give you a big amount of upgrade materials, available once per week and rotate every few weeks as well. The Paths is an instance that you can do as much as you want if you've got the required entry ticket, which drops at a random chance in Chaos Dungeons. The Paths award you with many jewels which you can equip to increase skills damage and reduce skill cooldowns. The Ridge is a one-time difficult instance where you go through a bridge to kill monsters and eventually the final boss within the time limit. The rewards are definitely worth it for the amount of times you'll be trying to get a higher level tier reward. Once we get the Argos raid, that is when the fun starts. Argos is an 8-man raid that will be a big wall once available in the West. It's available for completion once a week and it's got lots of fun mechanics and difficulty. Knowledge and team communication is needed from here on out. This raid is 3 phases and every phase plays totally different. Legion raids are super endgame and this is what it's considered to be the main part of Lost Ark by many players. These raids are incredibly difficult and will require a full team to clear. This will drop you materials to craft your endgame set, which totally changes your damage output. As of right now, there's 4 Legion raids available and each one is just incredible in their own way. The last 2 have a practice mode available that you can enter at a much lower item level. But just because they're called practice, it doesn't mean they're easy. You can do these practice runs once a week for tokens that you can exchange for insanely good rewards. There's just so much to do in Lost Ark and you won't ever feel like there's content missing. Other things that you can do if you're a completionist are collectibles, which there is tons of. Building rapport with NPCs all over the game. Finishing your adventure book to receive all the rewards. Tons and tons of side quests with fun and refreshing tasks. Upgrading and customizing your ship if you want to become the master sailor. Farming for cards and making a stacked deck. Leveling up your account level for all those bonus stats. And so much more. Lost Ark is full of content and I hope I gave you a better idea of the endgame activities in the game. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys on the next one.